Greetings, Commanders! So, November 17th, 2017, I uploaded my very first video with my face actually on YouTube. Which is weird because looking back on it, I really don't know the history of my own channel that well. So, for those of you that do follow the channel closely, yesterday was March 1st, 2017. Or 2019. It was officially the 2-year anniversary of my very first upload to YouTube, the official starting of this channel, if you will. And I thought, what better way to kind of celebrate that and explore that than the actual, I don't know, the somewhat interesting history of this channel. How do YouTube channels happen? How do they get started? I guess mine was pretty organic in the sense that it started off with me showing something and memorizing or memorializing something amazing and then using it to teach other people. That's really how this channel started. And then there's this weird evolution of like the comfort of me willing to talk on the microphone, the comfort of me like making a tutorial video instead of just replays. And it takes months. It's not just like a 1-week process. So today I thought I'd go back to some of these old videos and kind of show you guys what you've been around for, what you've been along for. Some of you guys have been here since the very beginning, and some of you guys are only here for a few months, but I appreciate you all the same. For anyone here on this list, this is probably the oldest list I could think of. Fitz, Spartan Nuts, Pick Grunt, X Beast. Jeez, remember when there was only 2 or 3 line chats? If you haven't joined the line community, check the description below. There's a lot more to Ark of War than just what's going on in the app. But all right, so this video is November 29th. That is about 8 months after the very first video I uploaded. Now, I've got over 550 uploads on this channel in the last 2 years for Ark of War related content. Of that, I think only 400 or 500 of it is published public viewing. The other 100 or so, 150 or so, are actually hidden for good reason. Some of it was controversial, some of it was bannable offenses, some of it was bad information, some of them were just bad takes that I thought were funny, that I uploaded that I thought I might share. There's a lot of content on this channel about Ark of War that isn't published, and I actually made a list for it. For all the promoters, or everyone who pays that $5 subscription a month, that just helps me out to keep this channel going, to help me push that next level, thank you. I'm going to be making all of this content available for you, and that way you can have access to all that stuff if you want to see, you know, the links for it, or if you want to know the brief rating of it. Let me get that set up real quick. So here's that list, and then I will pull it all the way down. How far are we? So here's the entire list, and right now we're at around 55 videos that I've said that are worth showing. Some of them are just generally just old bad replays. Nothing interesting was happening, so I didn't make them a worth mentioning here. But all the stuff here on the right here, which is too hard to see, which is fine. It's a rating system. Like, is it actually worth watching? But in this video, there's Fireside Chats 3 and 8, which were removed for controversial issues and things that just weren't in line with the Ark of War community. I didn't want to convey out there. And then there's Fireside Chat number 2, which I filmed multiple times. I deleted the other takes, but I did save one of the weird takes. That's on there as well. And then there's just a bunch of PvP battles, a lot of proof battles that I use for breakdowns and stuff. But I went through all those old videos, or most of them, and I made this list. So if you want to see that and you're in the Promoters Club, message me in that channel, and I'll get you that list, and I just pull them as needed. If you just tell me which one you want, I'll go to the spreadsheet and copy the link over for you. If you're a member of the Promoters channel and you haven't contacted me to get invited, PM me your YouTube name, and I can cross it off the list and get you in there. But what I want to show most importantly today is the very first video I uploaded to YouTube regarding Ark of War. And I think I talked about it a few videos back, but I went back and I found it. I watched it, I re-looked at it, and I looked at the guild chat, and it's kind of just a little interesting bit of history. So if you want to go along for a little nostalgia ride, that's really what the rest of this video is about. We're going to be talking about some of my older videos, and then just some of the personal milestones I had to hit in being willing to talk in front of a camera, publish the videos, how the whole filming process works. There's a little bit more to it, you know. It's not just turn a camera on and start talking. And I definitely went through a lot of different oh, I don't even know what the word is. Approaches. I do it a different way now. I used to do it a lot differently. Let's just say that. All right, let's not get into that. Let's get into the very first video ever uploaded on the Ark of War channel, and it was the date. You can clearly see the date of this video is March 1st, 2017. You can actually see it right here. And this is a Dream versus 1 match. I don't know if this was the finals or the semifinals. I remember in Season 1 or Season 2, there was no final match. The two winning guilds that made it there did like a coin toss or something. It was something weird like that. They literally flipped a coin and went to dinner. And that's been done before. That happened with GBD and ALD in Season 4 or 5. But in Season 1 or 2, something similar happened. Instead of wasting all this money, which back then wasn't much money, they just agreed to winners, and then they had 1 or 2 little battles. But this was the biggest battle that I thought was worth sharing, and I wanted to publish to the guild because I don't think people had realized at this point that Tier 2 was the meta. So right here, you'll see in the bottom left, that's where the camera's supposed to be. So this is a YouTube video. This is where the camera's supposed to be. And I have it disabled. You go into the YouTube gaming app, and you can click on the camera and disable it before you start filming, because I didn't want anyone to see my face. Because once you put it on YouTube, it's there forever. Or something. That's what I was thinking, or something. Okay, so it's a little loud, but bear with me. So it's a Golem versus Galileo, and I actually never did the math on how big this Galileo is. I want to say he's like 70K. Oh, it's at the top. He's 42,000. Okay, and this Golem is 100K, then some, right? He's got 50-50, so times 20, 100K. At that time, we had never seen a commander over 60,000, let alone 100,000. Sabet just went for it. It was kind of like, whoa, like what's this guy trying to prove? We were all sitting on commanders that were like 6,000 or 8,000 in Season 1. You know, the game was only a couple months old. But anyway, it was unprecedented to use Tier 2 versus Tier 7 because you knew you were going to get your butt kicked. And everyone knows it's much worse to heal Tier 7. But from this example, we realized, hey, you can just run Tier 2 against anything because it's good enough. Tier 1 always sucked. Tier 1 does suck, but Tier 2 is like in line with stats with everything above it. Except for Tier 9, that's a whole nother jump. But against Tier 7, it was perfect. And then, of course, we used this meta, the Tier 2 meta, when people started getting 20, 30, 40, 50. We were still, months behind this guy. We were using Tier 2 to fight everything. And if you lost all your Tier 2, no big deal. You just queue up, build a bunch of Tier 2 overnight, evolve a bunch of Tier 2 overnight. Next day, you're ready to go. Yeah, it overflowed in your medbay if you lost, but you would always do more damage than your opponent. And then at this point, Black Knight, the chess piece, and 2-piece Libra hadn't been invented yet. We hadn't figured out tier suppression because it wasn't in the game yet. Soon after this, in Seasons 2 or 3, I think, the tier suppression came along. But this video I used to show all my guildmates and friends, and I started talking in the Lions community back then. I was like, yo, this is what everyone needs to be doing. The Tier 2 meta, that was like the first big meta shift, going back to Tier 2. I think that was a cool piece of Ark of War history there. And 917 views. It was public for a long time. I want to say at least a year, maybe 6 months. But it definitely got some views because it was an interesting video. So the next video I uploaded on that very same day occurred on the very same day. That's why I think it might have been the semifinals. It was NYC versus TTN, and it tells you how old of a guild NYC is. It must have been semifinals. They must have been having the match on the same day, hence the date. And I recorded this battle as well to share. I don't think this one was particularly interesting, but I have it. And I think the most impressive part of it was there's a golem on the right that literally has 90,000 leadership with full Tier 7 and Tier 8. That was the first time ever seeing Tier 8. I was like, what? What is the Lord? That is amazing. Against a Tier 5 blader who's using infantry in the back slot. I mean, obviously, he's going to get wrecked. But it's cool. It was one of the coolest looking fleet formations I've ever seen. Just the troops alone are rare, but to see that many, it was a big deal in Ark of War at that time. It was a huge deal. You know, it's funny how there's 1,000 units. It seems like so many units, but it was only 90,000. Nowadays, troops have, 600-900 units per slot. These are only 90 units per slot because leadership's into the millions now instead of the 100,000s. So that was a cool little battle. I didn't know their names at the time. Remember, no one knew me. I didn't know anyone. I just wrote like Nick and TTN. I just question marks. I didn't really know. So that goes back into those. But there's a lot of videos like this. There's actually quite a few videos of these old ones. They're just not as old as these two. There's just a bunch of old battles like that I kept for reference to show to my guild because I was that really active guild member that was always like pushing people to like get the most out of their daily magazines and farm the most monsters. Like I was always about it, writing spreadsheets and like drop percentages. So it was only natural that I'd start documenting the videos and uploading it and sharing it with guildies. And then I'd get in arguments with people, and then I'd have proof. And that was always the go-to thing, right? At the end of the day, we live in a world full of lies and misdirection, and all that really matters is the truth. That's it. That's like the number one thing. The number one currency that's been the truest since mankind started was if you speak the truth, people will listen. And that's kind of what I've always kind of fall back on. Whenever I'm a challenge on something, it's like, well, here's my proof. And if my proof is wrong, maybe I misinterpreted it, but here's my evidence. I've always kind of fall back on that. I always like that truth is the number one currency kind of ideology. But anyway, so that was March 1st, 2017. Fast forward to November 29th. What is that? October, November, 11, 3, so 8 months and 26 days. 8 months and 26 days. And I'll give you a rough idea how many videos that was. 25 per page, 100-something videos later, 70 videos later, I finally upload a video where I have my face on camera. And the first thing that someone says to me, they jump right into the stream. Who was that? Something hide? Oh, whatever it was. Anyway, someone chimes in and says, hide your face, Melt. Hide your face. There it is. Oscar Najira. Hide face, Melter. He's like, why are you showing your face? You know, people knew me at that time. They'd seen the videos, but I'd never put my face out there. I think I said something about not wanting to show my face because it's permanent, but I was like, well, tonight I want to do the live stream of the Galactic Battle Season 3, Round of 8. And I'm going to have a camera if I'm going to do a live stream, because you can't have just a voice talking on camera. For those of you that don't follow esports or YouTube or live streaming, there's a couple of things you have to have in order to have an entertaining channel, to have a channel that you'd be willing to watch. And that's either you have someone that is extremely good at what they do and provide vocal commentary and no camera, or you have somebody that is, and I'll give an example of, like, if a pro wants to do a live stream, like say they're a StarCraft player or whatever, they don't have to have a camera on. Or if it's like, oh gosh, what's the guy from League of Legends? Oh, it's been so long since I watched him. Faker. Faker can do live streams without a camera and no microphone. Just showing how good he is the entertainment. Just knowing you're watching the best of the best of the best. If you're not the best of the best of the best, and you're here to just provide commentary and entertainment, you have to have a camera. So in order to do what I do, I really have to talk about it. And having the microphone...
Boys and girls!
I'm doing an
Welcome
intro.
to the Ark of War Season 3 Galactic Battle Playoffs Round of 8!
Not even looking at the camera.
I'm your host. And I like doing my booming voice during introductions. Alright, boys and girls. Tonight we got WoW and SSS.
Man, I gotta tell you, when I walked into the room, I realized, I was like, alright, the live stream's on. I'm about to go live on the internet, and people are gonna be watching. I need to just suck it up, breathe deep, and go hit this thing. And I just walked through the door of my office, and I was like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ark of War Season 3 Galactic Battle Round of 8. I was just like, well, here we go. You just gotta own it at that point. There's no being meek about it, right? So I just sat down and embraced it.
And then we've got...
After I got the intro done, I was ready to start talking about facts and just ignoring the rest of the entertainment portion. Like, all right, we got WoW, SSS, ZHW, UMC,
and Z.
But that was really the first time
in. We do, and there's points.
Introduced myself on camera, really, you know. So that was a big thing. Now, what's interesting about this? At this point, I am now Melt. I think in my very first video, I was still going by a different alias. I wasn't actually Melt yet. I hadn't fully embraced the plasma lifestyle, which was another phase. If anyone knows what my original name was, put it in the comments below. We'll see if anyone still remembers my previous alias.
It's on the board, but there are points
just cover a few
on
minutes
the
of this.
board, and what we see here is obvious plasma bombs. But that Stella is going to be baiting in a clearing.
I actually want to hear how I do the intro, because how I approach Galactic Battle now is so much more boring compared to back in the day. Because back in the day, I was still teaching people how to play the Galactic Battle. Everyone knows now, so let's see what happens here. So this is me spreading it around. Hey guys, I'm live.
All right.
Okay.
So the Galactic battle is...
This is back when I had to promote my own channel because people didn't have the bell icon and there was no community champions to like spread that the stream is live. So shout out to all you community champs out there that let everyone know that the channel is live. Appreciate you guys. Crazy Int and Craxy Bones and Mike Chaos Mike. There's a couple of you guys that have always helped out. I appreciate you guys.
It's just kicked off. We are just a few minutes in, and SSS is already sending. I am not going to say SSS over and over tonight. That is going to get super annoying. So we got to come up with a name for them. S's. All right. Shannon, what's up, buddy? Okay, I'm excited.
Shannon drops in with the nerds.
So we're going to have to check line here in a minute and see what WoW's doing. We're going to be rooting for Gan tonight. Gan was talking. Gan showed up to our game and he made it rain on us, so we're going to do the same.
Gan always does that. I didn't realize this is over a year and then some, a year and 6 months. Gan had always come into God or my guild server and just made it rain with awards. Love you, Gan. SR1 shout out.
All right.
SR1 Seraphim on the screen as I say it.
I think tonight we'll have Al Qasim and ZHW playing.
Remember Al Qasim? He quit. He doesn't play anymore.
Oh, we don't know who that is. Who's this guy? 121 million. Jeez.
Wow, that was a lot back then.
That is big. That might be the second biggest player in the game. I don't know for sure. I'm sure somebody else does, though. If anyone knows if that's the second biggest player in the game, point it out. Point it out.
Getting the audience involved. That's important.
Go WoW! Yeah, let's hear for WoW. WoW Doug. Where's Doug at? We're the Doug fans.
Dang, WoW Doug. I knew about WoW Doug a year before we ever merged with his server.
You think we'll get a replay from Doug tonight, guys?
Doug's always
Doug's a socialite. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a good replay out of him.
He was one of the first
people. We'll see. We shall see. We're spamming the chats. Oh, man. High excitement. High excitement. Second biggest. Yeah.
Well, I haven't decided to go into the full meta of the breakdown and all that. Maybe here. Let's see. Maybe once I see a garrison.
Yeah. Oh, we did get a jump. That's the strong backwards. And there's points on the board. There are points on the board. And what we see here is obvious plasma bombs, but that Stella is going to be baiting in a clearing march.
So this is back before we had residual points for just being present in the Galactic battle. So providing tier 7 out there is kind of a risk. But remember, tier 7 back then was high.
And then they're going to try...
people did have tier 9, of course, at this point. This is season 3. But a Stella line like that with tier suppression was enough to stop all tier 1. It would force your opponent to send tier 2 or higher because she's having 25% or 20% tier suppression. So each one of those troops is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then on the 20th second, she'd have a chance to pull her army and switch it out for something that could beat a countermarch. So if somebody was sending something to beat that Stella, which would have been like Bullet with no risk back then, or just a higher tier, like some tier 9 in one row, they could have, but she would have saw it coming. The whole point is to bait something out. So even then, I kind of had an idea.
That Stella's going to be baiting in a clearing march.
Yeah.
And then they're going to try and jump.
Right.
So with the two plasmas in front, they've got 20 seconds to see the incoming march.
I'm on it.
And then they'll be able to either pull the Stella and counter march or give up points. But something tells me they're not going to be giving up points. So hopefully, someone from ZHW sees what's going on. They see the point opportunity there, and they get in here and hit that Stella. Come on, come on, come on. A little bit of tier suppression or just even some tier 9. Bust through that Stella. Get some points on the board.
Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, some of the original commentary. I definitely had it figured out as well as you can at that point. And look at the comment section. Dang, Gene Neymar, he hasn't replied on my comment videos in a while. Gene, where you at? Did you change your avatar? If you change your avatar and change your name, I can't recognize old comments, you know. But, so there's that one. So that's when I decided to finally put on the camera and introduce myself. I never actually said greetings, commanders. I hadn't done that yet. And if we're being totally honest, after this video, I started doing the Hey Guys videos. that came the period of Hey Guys, where I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do for the video intros. And
okay, guys, welcome to another video.
That's what I just started doing. This was the intro.
Okay, guys. Well,
you want to hear another one? It's the same thing over and over.
all right. Hello and welcome, everyone.
Ooh, that
Today
was a little better. That was a little better. Oh, remember the mail banking video? It's a great video.
Okay, guys. Today we're talking.
Okay, guys. If you're still here hanging out for this nostalgia run, put an okay, guys, in the comments. First one, I'll get a super like, or at least upvote the okay, guys, in the comment. Oh man! All right, let's. I'll throw you some old video stuff here. So some of these things got repeatedly watched over and over, and this is probably one of my most popular videos. It's a short 3-minute video called the Endless Event Trick. It's up to 6,800 views, and that's organic views. I don't do any paid views, but some of my videos are sponsored. I think Seven Pirates or one of the marketing companies,
Guys,
they actually have they promote Arc of War centric videos. I know they did with me and Suave a while back. I don't think they've done it in a while, but this one is organic because this one just keeps popping up every time the Endless event comes around. And this was
video. Today we're gonna.
It's an okay, guys video. Ready?
Okay, guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna tell you how to get the.
So it's just that trick on Endless, and what you want to do is you want to put troops you only have like 2 of. So I have 2 predators here, and that way I'm gonna kill them so that they go into my hospital, and then when they die, my garrison will still have that army there, except those predators aren't available because they're gone. So then it resets. So I go fight a monster. I intentionally lose those troops in my real army, and then when I go back and check it, boom, they're gone. Now my slot 1 and slot 4 attack in turns 1 and turns 2. So when you're going against Rogers, instead of having your slot 1 go and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, it goes slot 1, slot 2. That way his defensive, or slot 1, slot 4. That way his defensive stance doesn't keep triggering. You can break through, a better chance of breaking through. Everyone should know that trick. If you ever want to make it to wave 200 in the Endless, you got to know that trick. But anyway, I ended up kicking some serious butt in that video. It's actually quite funny. I ended up doing way better than I should have. But that's one of the original ones. Now, I want to go, since we're here doing this, since this is turning into a long video anyway, thanks for sticking around, let's go find the original Greetings Commanders video. God, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to find it in a reasonable amount of time. There's just too many videos. We're talking hundreds of videos here. You know what? Maybe we'll look for a minute here, but if the gears are turning in your head, do you remember my very first Greetings Commanders video? If you do, put it in the comments below. Help me find it. Maybe I'll do it for the 2-year anniversary of Greetings Commander. I don't know. Maybe the 1-year anniversary. I don't know how long I've been saying that. I tell you this, the time starts to really blend over the years and months and years. There was a weird Call to Arms video. Never released that one. That one's available to the promoters. If you pay the $5 a month and you're in the promoters club, from that link below, message me. I'll give you a link to all these old videos. If you're just into it and you want to watch it, that's great. I love some of these old thumbnails. Arc of War Monster Killing Guide, 12,000 organic views. And I did like an opacity on the monster, really zoomed it in, and just did a white plain background so you really see the worm. And it's a good little monster killing guide. It's a beginner video, and the idea
Save
is...
themselves.
Oh.
Greetings, Commanders.
Listen to that one.
Greetings, Commanders. All right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that one's hard to listen to. Yeah. So this one's telling you how to attack monsters at low risk. Because remember, if you lose a fight with a monster fight, a PvE fight, your commander doesn't get injured, so you can try different formations. It was basically just, if you're going to not have first strike, put your troops in slot 2 kind of thing, low risk. Make sure you can lose the fight. See if you can even one-shot them, kind of feeling it out. But alright, so that's a Greetings Commander video. That's the monster killing video. That's December 27, 2017. Let's try Into the Dominion, maybe? Into the Dominion series. Oh, that was a cool series. I did a 4-part series on how to farm the faction chests and get all pieces for the Dominion. Oh my god, that was a long video. That was a tough one.
Hey guys, welcome.
No, that's a hey guys. How about Christmas 2017?
Hey guys.
Oh, that's another hey guys. I didn't have the hat and jacket back then yet, and the hat and jacket has changed as well. This is not the original jacket. Let's try 1 million leadership, the 1 million leadership video. This is a pretty popular video because it was kind of clickbaity, but it was true to the title. What is 1 million leadership? How do you get it? What does it cost?
Greetings, Commanders.
All right, this is a satire on myself.
Welcome to the 1 million leadershipers. Well, greetings, Commander.
Oh God, I knew it was kind of funny back then, so I was just going with that. I think I was joking about it. I kind of embraced it at that point, but boy, that did not age well. All right, so that was December 21st. That was December 21st. Let's try the event ad leadership.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in.
That's a hey guys. I don't know. That might be the one, man. Blessing box contents, maybe. That one's December 20th.
Hey guys.
Oh yeah, wow. That was an outside video. I had to shoot that one on the fly. That was cool. I probably shouldn't show that video though. It's already there. Let's see it. It's already there. What are you gonna do? Nothing to hide now.
Hey guys, quick Christmas morning video. I wanted to get this out there before I opened all these up. So if you buy the holiday pack, you get a blessings box. Of course, everyone in your guild gets it like a normal gold pack, but this is the Christmas version, the blessing pack. And you can also get them in the holiday shop here. Mine are currently not available because I actually bought one.
That's interesting. I'm not in my outfit. I'm not in my glasses. I'm not in my hat. And I have like a beard, but it looks like almost strawberry. I don't have strawberry hair. So I think at this point, the 1 million leadership video is the start of Hey Greetings Commanders. I know there's some older videos here, but I don't think December 21st, 2017. So we missed the 1 year anniversary of it. It's going to be a long ways away. I wonder when the hat and glasses came around. Jeez. Does anyone know this stuff? Anyone? I mean, I don't even, I guess it's not that interesting. The greeting camera, the very first camera video, I'm not even remembering now, see? I don't know. Maybe I'll write it down. If someone wants to write down in the comments below all the dates for the very first upload, which is March 1st, 2017. Very first on-camera appearance, which is that live stream for season 3 that I opened with. And then the very first Greetings Commander intro, and then the very first hat, glasses, modern melt. When is the first modern melt? Those 4 or 5 timestamps I find those interesting because I'll probably do something special for those dates as the years go on. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. As you guys can tell, there's a ton of videos here, and I don't want to make them all public. Frankly, like I said, some of it is controversial or bad data or just something about the video can't be shared anymore. But I do have people have access to it if you really want it. If you want to pay the $5 a month and be in the promoters club and help push the channel, I'll give you access to all that stuff. So thanks of you that do that. Obviously, there's not a lot of money to be made in this stuff, and it is a lot of work. So for those of you helping out, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, because it's building towards a bigger, better community. I hope. But that's the end. That's the end. Let's call that the end of the 2-year anniversary since the first upload video. And I don't know. What is the most important timestamp? When should we call the channel's birthday? Because it really wasn't. No one really knew Melt, the character in the Greetings Commander thing, until probably maybe a year ago. I don't know. A 1 million leadership video? A year and 3 months? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I really want to read comments on this video. So tell me what's going on with the community. Tell me any great pieces of history or stories you remember. I respond to them all. I want to know what you guys are up to, and thanks for celebrating this with me. I hope this video didn't go too long and bore any of you too much, but I know some of you out there will appreciate it, and the rest of you are going to download it because you're a bunch of dwarf mains. So my name is Melt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.